Willie D Live.
What's up, family? The Trump administration has reportedly recruited rapper and musician Nicki Minaj in an apparent effort to back its proposed invasion of Nigeria to stop purported persecution of Christians. U.S. envoy to the UN Mike Waltz and rap superstar Nicki Minaj will deliver remarks earlier in the week on the persecution of Christians in Nigeria, wrote Times political reporter Eric Cordelesa Sunday in a social media post on X. The unexpected collaboration was arranged by Trump advisor Alex Brucerix, who will also speak at Tuesday's event. As you know, Trump issued a threat to deploy the U.S. military into Nigeria earlier this month on social media, following and vowing to go in guns a-blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. We are still waiting on him to send in the troops in the United States to end the horrible atrocities that happens on a daily basis in the United States, from its citizens killing one another to its members of law enforcement killing one another. You know, growing up, I was always taught that before you go try to clean somebody else's house, you clean your first house. You first clean your own house. That's what I was taught. This country minds everybody's business but its own, but it doesn't have the time to mind its own business because the leader of the country is too busy embroiled in petty beefs with his own citizens. Every single day, he proves that he really believes that he isn't the president because he behaves like he lost. Every day, all day, he complains and picks petty beefs with American citizens. Now he's looking over at Nigeria, talking about going in to save the 3,000 Christians who died last year or something. And, he can't save them, but he cited the fact that 3,000 died last year and they were killed by Muslim Nigerians. So let me get this straight. Nigerians, both Christian and Muslim, have been killing each other for years. But he decides that the Nigerian Christians' lives are more important than the Nigerian Muslims' lives. See, this is what happens when you do not have a military to defend yourself against foreign threats. Trump loves to talk about going in easily wiping out small countries, and his minions cheer it on because they're bullies too. They're the type of people who only strike when they have a clear-cut advantage, size, weaponry, or numbers. That is the only time they strike. They are clear-cut bullies. You would never hear Trump talk about going in, wiping out China, and it's going to be swift, and you're going to level the country. You'll never hear that type of nonsense because he knows China puts belt to ass. He can talk like that about Nigeria because he's a bully, and Nigeria can't defend itself against America. Nigeria can't defend itself. There's no country in Africa that can defend itself against any domestic terrorist act. I mean, not domestic, but any foreign terrorist act. Hell, well, not even a domestic terrorist act. They can't defend themselves. This is why I don't understand why these countries won't say, man, give them the middle finger and be like, no, I'm going to be like North Korea. We're going to be like North Korea. You may have 100 of those things. You might have 1,000 of them, but all it's going to take is one from us to make you get up off of us, because one will do a lot of damage. This is why they're not going to ever run up on North Korea, because they know North Korea will do it. And they also won't run up on North Korea because China has North Korea's back. If you mess with North Korea, China coming for you. And China don't even really get along with North Korea. But China understands that they cannot allow America to strike that close to their home, and they cannot allow America to strike another Asian country. They cannot allow that, because if they do, America would have that much more power and they would inch that much closer to them. They're not going to allow that to happen. And America knows that. And as much as they hate North Korea, they ain't going to do shit to North Korea. But they'll do it to Nigeria and any other country in Africa because they can't protect themselves. They ain't got no muscle. They ain't got no firepower. Ain't no way, man. Look, man, they'd have to come get me. Because if I'm a leader in any country, my first job is going to be to protect my people. I got to protect my people. So I'm going to do whatever I got to do that. All Nigeria got to do is link up with China. Now, I'm not saying China is the greatest, they will be, that would be the greatest, they would be the greatest allies. Obviously, they got some ulterior motives also. But if I got to pick between doing business with the United States and China, I'm going to pick China every time because the United States are treaty breakers. The United States never keeps its word. Every enemy the United States has ever had, they were once friends. The United States cannot be trusted. Absolutely cannot be trusted. And the United States love going around, pushing people around, sticking its nose in other people's business. The United States has raised, bred some of the biggest haters in history. This is what United States leaders do. Not just their leaders, but also the leaders' constituents. This is what they do. Look around and see who got it and who they can take it from, who they want it, who got it, they want it, who got it, who can they just take it from. That's what they do, just sit around and try to figure out ways to oppress and colonize. This is what America does. So, and I'm talking about all day, every day. With China, at least they're trying to give you something in exchange. America going there and say, no, why should we negotiate with them? We can just go over there and take it. We can spin our propaganda machine and talk about how horrible they are and how horrible leadership is to its people who they give a damn nothing about. They don't give a damn about nobody in Nigeria. They don't give a damn about no Christians in Nigeria. Black Christians too? Trump don't give a damn about no black Christians in Nigeria. Damn sure don't give a damn. He don't give a damn about black Christians in America. You gotta be sharp bus window licking slow to think that Trump give a damn about black Christians in Nigeria. He don't give a damn about the black Christians right here in America. So you got 3,000 that died last year, allegedly got killed by the Muslims, allegedly, right? Well, we know for a fact, tens of thousands get killed right here in America. Tens of thousands Christians get killed right here in America, but he ain't doing nothing about that. He's not doing anything about that. Nothing. He ain't trying to hear nothing about no gun control. He ain't trying to hear nothing about spending money to educate people about conflict resolution or gun control. None of that. They ain't doing nothing. All they got every time a massacre happens, every time a mass shooting happens, all they have is, let us pray. Condolences to the family. Let us pray. Condolences to the family. And Nicki Minaj looks like a damn fool running up there sniffing Trump's dirty drawers because he don't give a damn about her either. She gonna end up just like Candace She gonna end up just like Stacey Dash. She gonna end up just like Omarosa. She going out really bad. She's going out bad. And I ain't really had nothing to say about her, fam, because, you know, people got their own thing going on, and, you know, people got their own reasons for this and that or whatever. But her advocating for Trump to go in and harm Nigerians, allegedly because he's trying to save Christians, you can't be that damn dumb. That alone, just the fact that he's talking about, the fact that he decided that, yo, I'm gonna go in and save Christians that are being slaughtered when Muslims are also being slaughtered. So the Muslims' lives don't mean nothing, but the Christians' lives do. Yeah. It ain't gonna work out though. At the end of the day, it ain't gonna work out like she think it is. And who is that she got those? What they call them? What's a crowd called? What are those people? What she call them? Let me see. Nicki, the Barbs. The Barbs ain't gonna be able to save her. The Barbs gonna defect. They're absolutely going to defect. They're not gonna be able to save her. I heard somebody say that she's playing chess. If you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you in Fifth Ward. No more talk.